It is an honour to judge here in the main ring. We've seen our lovely colleague Frank Kane judge here on many occasions, but we're looking at Jenny Alexander here with Clarissa, her Dalmatian bitch.
Representing the gun dogs is the Irish Red and White setter.
The Irish Red and White setter is coming into the ring with Julian Barney. They're coming in a totally different order to the one I was told, so I will pick it up as we come along when we get to each one. We're trying to sort out papers when you've been given one order and they come in a different one is a little bit confusing. So we watch them as they come in, but they are a lovely collection of dogs. There's a standard poodle, an Irish Red and White setter, a Siberian Husky. We have also a Rottweiler. We have an Australian Shepherd dog. We have a Bull Mastiff, and we have, if I get my papers in order, we've got, just looking to see what we've got, a Pyrenean Mountain Dog there, and we've got a Whippet. So that's the collection, these lovely 9 dogs, and I'll try and sort my papers out so that I know what I'm talking about as well. But the Dalmatian was the first into the ring. This is Jenny Alexander. As Tom Mather takes a look along the line. Next we have the standard poodle. We followed with the Irish Red and White setter. As Tom Mather takes a good look along the line there, it's a good idea of what he's looking at. And we'll look at the Dalmatian first. This is a bitch called Clarissa, qualified at the York Canine Show. The judge at that qualifying show was Marita Rogers. And Jenny, who's handling the dog, they come from St Neots. She spends her whole time, she says, the dog on her back legs, smiling at everyone. A very happy dog. You can see the tail wagging away there, not put off by the big crowd here in the big ring at the NEC in Birmingham. The Dalmatian, the classic carriage dog. These dogs would trot along in front of fire engines. They would trot along alongside the carriages of the gentry. Very impressive. And Tom Mather taking a jolly good look at them as they move, because the movement is most important with the Dalmatian. So too are the spots. Dalmatians born white, of course, and you never know what colour their spots are going to be, whether they're going to be black or they're going to be liver. So now we have the standard poodle. There's Kirsty Young from Tyne and Wear. The dog's a bitch called Kenya, and again qualified in York with Marita Rogers, the judge, and Marita herself, a great expert in standard poodles. Kenya is the granddaughter of the, I say it's infamous, I would say the famous champion Afterglow, the Big T's. Apparently she loves to romp around on the seafront, but actually isn't a fan of either the water or the bath, but enjoys being groomed. Well, it's just as well, because poodles probably are the most highly presented breed that you'll see in the show ring. Likes to be scissored and pampered. Very affectionate dog, this one. Apparently bear hugs and kisses everyone it meets, especially the judges. I'm not sure if that's called bribery or not. And sometimes she'll go around the ring on 2 legs, and I think that would impress Tom. And as is so often with owners of highly presented standard poodles, they often have a sideline, or possibly their main business is either hairdressing or grooming. Kirsty Young from Tyne and Wear, and Kenya, the standard poodle. Well, he's going up now to look at our next breed. Well, this Irish red and white dog is known as Clint. You couldn't have a more masculine name than that, I guess. Julian Barney and Jackie Howitson show this dog. Comes from Gloucester. Qualified at the Vale of Glamorgan Agricultural Show. Mrs. Caroline Friends-Rees was the judge at that event. This dog is actually the youngest ever champion in the breed at just 14 months old, as well as being the first USA-bred Irish red and white setter to become a UK champion. It's the top male CC winner in 2015 and the current in 2016. His daughter is currently top puppy in 2016. Again, lovely movement from this Irish red and white. You don't see many of them, one of the vulnerable breeds, the Irish red and white setter.
That's Clint, the Irish red and white setter.
So next in line, we're going to take a look at Vogue. Vogue is an Australian Shepherd dog. Neil and Angie Allen and Robert Harlow own the dog. They come from Oakham in Leicestershire. This is a bitch. They also came through at the York Canine Show. The late Vic Salt was the judge at that event. Angie says that Vogue is like an aspiring beauty queen. She'd like to travel the world and work with people. Well, she's getting the chance here, at least coming to Crufts. You never know where that may eventually lead. But this beautiful, beautiful bitch, lovely coat, very fine condition. I can remember my former colleague Mike Stockman fooling me with one of these in a ring once. He said, "What's that?" And all I could see was the head, and I said, "It's a border collie." Fooled you. I'd never seen one before, so there you go. Easily fooled, but lovely dog. Well, now we have the Pyrenean Mountain Dog. This one's called Blue. He's owned by Christine Kenyon, Arthur Ward and Louise Birmingham. It's probably Louise out there, I'm not sure. Louise actually handling in the ring. Paul Wilkinson was the judge at Leicester City Canine event. That was the semi-final that they came through at. I understand that Blue's currently studying for a degree in archaeology. He's made a lot of excavations in his paddock, but so far nothing worth finding. They have this sort of very typical look of being somewhere else, don't they, Pyreneans? And according to Louise, he definitely has that faraway look. Once off the lead, he never looks back. Don't let him off the lead. It's only a suggestion. I'm sure he'll have a wonderful time romping the countryside. Pyrenean Mountain Dog. Now we've got the Bull Mastiff. There he is. Or rather, there she is. She's called Grace. Owned by Julie Lindley. Comes from Bolton in Lancashire. Qualified at the Tongan District when the judge there was Tom Isherwood. Grace apparently is part Australian. So she apparently spends quite a lot of time on her back legs. Probably the kangaroo in her. She's got no problem apparently in clearing a 7-foot wall. Loves to swim in the sea. Very powerful breed, the Bull Mastiff. just completed a tour of Ireland. I suspect that Julie Lindley went with her, making lots of friends along the way. And this is a dog that has a real twinkle, a real sparkle about it.
Julie tells me she's part Australian. She thinks there's some kangaroo in there. Because believe it or not, Grace has absolutely no trouble with jumping a 7-foot wall.
So there we are, the Bull Mastiff. Now is Tom Mather going to favour this one?
For Grace, the Bull Mastiff. And for Grace, we move to Mabel. Mabel is a Rottweiler. She's 2 years old.
So here's the Rottie, Mabel, qualified at the West Country Show. John McCormack was the judge there. John and Diane Allen are the owners, and handling in the ring there is Jodie Allen. Mabel is known at home apparently as the Purple Queen, and they say that she's possibly the snobbiest dog that they've ever owned. She thinks she owns the place, but is also a very loving and loyal dog. To get the Junior Warrant and to qualify for this event is really a bucket list ambition for Jodie. She's very proud to represent the breed alongside Taylor, the other Rottweiler that didn't actually qualify for this part. So they waited until the last show to qualify for this one. I said they qualified at the West Country Dog Show. That's the Rottweiler. Very popular breed here at Crufts. It's always a joy to see these young dogs that have done so well in competition and then get a chance to perform here in the main ring. Gives them a taste for it, because it must be quite daunting for them, really. This is a massive stage for them. We just have two to look at. We've got the Siberian Husky. This is from Dorking in Surrey, owned by Elizabeth Ashcroft. Lyra is the bitch's name, qualified at the Gillingham and Shaftesbury show. And Mrs. Kerry Frost was the judge that put this dog through. Lyra, apparently a delightful girl, not easy to keep up with, full of energy, needs to be consistently and constantly busy. Mind, so do all Sibes, I suppose, but the view is, why run 5 miles when you can run 10, which seems to be her outlook on life. Endlessly curious about the world. Apparently has never met a creature, human or canine, that she didn't like. Very fond of her food, but that's probably to fuel her activities. And is a bit of an accomplished thief. But one of the things that she adores about showing is the presence of children, because they carry their food fairly low on the ground. Nice mouth height for a Siberian Husky. So there we are. And last on the table now, we look at the Whippet. Last but by no means least, this is Zephyr. He's a dog. Editha Newton is the owner. They come from Chesterfield in Derbyshire, and they qualified at the Scunthorpe Canine Association. The judge at that show was Robert Greaves. This is a very laid-back dog, an easy-going kind of guy who loves kisses. Now, we hope we don't have an accident of any kind here in the ring, because apparently on the day that they qualified for the event, Editha says that Zephyr managed to cock his leg on her trousers, and she hopes that doesn't happen in this ring. But it did prove to be lucky, so she wasn't cross with him, and I just hope he doesn't do it again here in the big ring and disgraces both himself and her. So that's our 9 splendid animals. Same story being told there to the crowd here in the audience. I hope you're enjoying our coverage here on YouTube. We've been streaming live all day, occasionally on Facebook as well. And if you've had time to spend some time with us, I hope that you've enjoyed everything that you've seen. Lots more good things to come. But now we come to the final part of the judging. And I don't know if Tom Ed is going to move them again. I think maybe he's just going to go along the line. We shall see. But a reminder of who he's looking at. First of all, we've got Clarissa the Dalmatian. Then we have Kenya, the standard poodle, followed by Clint, the Irish red and white setter. The Australian shepherd is next, that's Vogue. Then we have the Pyrenean mountain dog, which is Blue. Then we come to the Bull Mastiff. This is Grace. And the Rottie, the Rottweiler, which is Mabel. Siberian Husky, Lyra. And the Whippet, who we've just seen, of course, Zephyr. It's a lovely lineup, beautiful dogs all holding the Junior Warrant, and we're looking for the winner of this year's Junior Warrant Competition. So here at Crufts, a great moment for the owners and perhaps a pointer for the future. And it is the Rottie. And the reserve is the Australian Shepherd. So there we are. So there we are. Congratulations to Mabel the Rottweiler and John Diane Allen, their owners, or the owners, I should say. And in reserve we have the Siberian Husky. I beg your pardon. The Australian Shepherd, that's Vogue, of course, owned by Neil and Angie Allen and Robert Harlow. So that's the Junior Warrant. We have a winner, and it is a Rottweiler.